how's it going, folks? It's me again with the daily opinion podcast, not fact checking no facts. I probably need to change my little heading or whatever on the thing so that it shows like not fact checking. Because now it says fact checking, but we just gonna skip right over that. All right. And we're not even gonna do no bullshit. Hopefully everyone had a good time, but hasn't been a weekend or anything. So, we on hump day right now. So hopefully this is gonna finish up y'all little weekend, and then you listen to me on Friday, and then you have the whole weekend to chill, 2 days. Hopefully you got Monday off or whatever. Oh, actually, I think we do got Monday off on the 16th. Okay, so that's actually pretty lit. All right, cool. MLK Day, you know what I'm saying? Let's see. Where the fuck is my thing at? All right, let's get into it. Let's see what's been happening recently. Let's see what's been happening. I'm going to calm down and not talk as fast and see if that kind of works out a little bit easier. All right, boom. So we have NASA discovering the second Earth-sized planet in the habitable zone. The habitable zone, I know, is like, I think they also call the Gold. I need to stop smacking my lips like that. They also call the Goldilocks zone. So it's pretty much a zone where life can actually inhabit a planet. Like if humans were to go there, I think we would be able to breathe the air. It wouldn't be too close to the sun that we're gonna, it's too hot, and then we'll just blow up as soon as we got there, and it's not too far away from the sun where it's just so cold it's uninhabitable. So it seems like we found the second one, which I'm like, I don't know how the fuck. I mean, I guess it takes so long because there's so many planets in the sky and everything like that, but still, I'm like, bro. But the way it's looking, they made it look all blue, like it actually has like water and shit on it. If it does, then that's kind of lit. So here we go. Scientists have discovered an Earth-sized world, TOI 700E, or they need to do better with these planet names too. Whatever. Because I'm thinking like, what kind of naming convention could you come up with a planet? I guess I would do like, I'll just name them different words and shit after a while. I mean, I'm not going to name it TOI 700E, but I guess that's I don't know, whatever, fuck it. Orbiting within the habitable zone that could potentially have liquid water on it. Okay, I didn't even think any planets had water on them, honestly. This is the fourth planet that has been discovered within the TOI 700 system, and only the second which resides in the habitable zone. It's weird. Have y'all ever talked so much that you start yawning? I feel like that's what it is. Like my body's trying to get an extra fucking air or whatever, because I don't usually talk that often. Let's see. The habitable zone represents an area which is just right distance from a star, that water can be present, and temperature is not too hot or too cold. That's what the fuck I just said. See, I knew what the fuck I was talking about. Y'all niggas trying to play. But, yeah, I mean, this would be lit. I mean, Elon must about to bust a nut off of this shit because, I mean, he always trying to get us to move to Mars. I'm not exactly sure why he's focused on Mars so fucking heavily, but he always trying to get his fucking nut off on Mars. So it's like, okay, here you go. You got some habitable zone planet shit. Go ahead and rock around with that and see if you can shoot a nigga up there and then have him fuck somebody so he can have some kids and everything. So we'll see how all that works out. But if it don't work out, it is what it is. It is what it is. Let's see. I need to stop acting ignorant on this bitch too. It is what it is. All right. So this happened a few months ago. It said 900 people had applied to become New York City's head rat exterminator, and you'll make $170 a year. I don't know why they didn't just go to a small business that dealt with pest control and then looked at their numbers or whatever and saw who had like good ratings, like on the best bureau or whatever, better best bureau internet shit, whatever the fuck it's called, where you can rate if someone's good or not, and then just put him in charge. Why the fuck would you make? That's like if I'm looking, I don't know. Yeah, I mean, I guess if you're looking for someone to fill a position, you're not just going to go to, other people's shit and be like, hey, would you like to work for us? I mean, but you could have them as a contractor, though. Like, just get a small business that's doing well for itself and then contract them out to take care of the rats, because apparently New York City has like, 3 or 5 times as many rats than it does people. And so they're trying to get some people in there to actually exterminate some of these rats and shit. So, Yeah, I'm like, y'all already too late on the problem. So here we go. Roughly 900 people have applied to become New York City's Rat Cesar, C-Z-A-R, I don't know what the fuck that is. And Mayor Adams said Friday that he's getting close to making up his mind on who to hire. We're happy to hear that we have about 900 applicants who filed for the job, Adams said in a appearance in Pix 11. We're going back to the best person. That shit would suck, though, because, like, if you making that much bread, like, you're doing well for yourself, but then you also out there picking up dead rats. That's like kind of like being a janitor that, picks up shit all the time. Oh, my cat's getting into it. Bite him. Bite his neck. I love when they fight. What's it called? But yeah, because it's like, okay, you're making good money, but you like literally just picking up shit off the ground or like sweeping up roaches and shit like that. Like at a certain point, I don't know. I mean, unless you're just cool with that shit, but you're probably smelling like dead rats and pesticides and everything like that. But I guess that's just a part of the job. But I know I'm not trying to come home and then my wife sucking me up and being like, yo, you smell like fucking rat droppings or rat shit. It's like, that's just what it is, baby. Like, you want this rat killing money, you got to deal with the fucking rat shit smell sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Now get on your knees, baby. But honestly, I don't even know because $170 going into New York City, that's probably not the craziest amount of money. Like, it's good if you living in Beaufunk, Nowhere's Land, Idaho. But if you working in New York, $170 might give you a nice little place in Manhattan. But I don't think you really balling out like that. This nigga's attacking me. Get the fuck away from me, bro. But yeah, he's still eyeing me. I don't like that. But yeah, so we'll see how that all works out. Oh shit! I wish this thing didn't just always turn off on me. Okay, it says Adams declined to name any applicants, but said in the search that he's narrowing down that he expects to soon announce the appointment. The mayor first announced last month that he's hiring a director of rodent mitigation to lead his administration's campaign to clamp down on the uptick in vermin sightings in the city. The post comes with an annual salary between $120,000 to $170,000. Applicants must have killer instinct, according to job posting. The search for the czar hit a fever pitch this week after the Daily News reported that Adams, for the second time in less than a year, was slapped with tickets last month for failing to address rat infestations in his Brooklyn row house. Yeah. And those who haven't been to New York, I know for myself, I really like you'll see rats on the street and everything because they put trash outside, right? So when the trash goes outside, obviously rats just, because, they don't have, a lot of places don't have trash cans that you put them in, unless you're like an apartment complex and then you will put it in actual bins. No, even then, you don't even put it in the bins. You put it in bins to transport them. You usually just throw the actual things outside. So it's only plastic that's really stopping the rats from getting inside the trash. And obviously they're going to gnaw through the plastic. So yeah, they'll be on like sidewalks eating, a bunch of people's trash and shit like that. And, you go onto the subway, you look down, you'll definitely see rats like on the little, on the bottom of the subway train, not on the actual subway, but like, if you're standing there and then there's no subway in front, like there's no actual subway in front of you, and you look down onto the train tracks, you'll see plenty of rats down there. They're just all throughout the fucking subway systems and shit like that. So yeah, I can see that there's a problem, but I mean, I haven't heard of any instances of rats like biting people or being aggressive, honestly, because really, if they just had like rats with some rabies, like if there was a rabies outbreak in New York with rats, that would be a serious fucking problem because all the rats would get rabies and then start attacking folks. And the only reason that they're not attacking people now is because they're concerned about the trash and not concerned with the people. But if they get rabies, then they're trying to fuck you up. And I think rabies has like a 95% like death thing. Hold on, let me check that out real quick. Rabies death rate. Yeah, because people don't understand how fucking serious rabies is. Yeah, human cases of the virus are extremely rare in the United States, but if not treated before symptoms appear, it's deadly. Rabies has the highest mortality rate, 99.9% of any disease on Earth. Yeah, so don't be fucking around with rabies. That shit will legit kill you. But if you're in the United States or in Canada or whatever the fuck is on top of Canada, Greenland or some shit, or in Europe, you're like at very low risk. But if you're in Africa or what is that, India, yeah, it's a little bit higher risk. And it's weird. I would assume that Australia would have high rates of rabies for some reason. I guess because they always fuck around with animals and shit. But they have the exact same amount as United States. So good on your fucking I guess kangaroos can't get rabies, but let's see. Vince McMahon has sold the WWE to Saudi Arabia government for billions of dollars. So yeah, Vince McMahon. I mean, Saudi Arabia is really going for it. So they got Christian. They're trying to make their shit into, because I guess oil is maybe running out or gasoline is running out for them, or maybe just the move to EV for a lot of countries and electrical sort of infrastructure is fucking them up because they just bought out, Ronaldo for I think $275 million a year, or maybe I think it's only $75 million a year for 2 years, and now they're getting the WWE over in Saudi Arabia. Yeah, they're trying to make that money, so they're pretty much moving that money into certain other businesses that aren't like oil based, so they can continue making the money because that would be the dumbest shit in the world, and that's why a lot of lottery winners go bankrupt because instead of making the money work for themselves, they just spend it and then they're like, oh shit, now I'm assed out. I don't have any money to even put into investing into something more that could make me even more money, you know? So, and actually speaking about that, who won the damn $1.1 billion? Hold on. Well, I haven't seen it, but yeah, what's it called? The Mega Millions was 1.1 billion. But you know what? The fucked up thing is with the lottery is that, and I had to look it up. So essentially, let's say the lottery is $1 billion. If you win the lottery, you then have to pay regular taxes on it. So seeing that it's over $1 million, 60% goes to the government, and then you get the 40%, I believe. Let me see. Yes, it's something like that. Either 50 or 60% goes to the government, and then you get 40%, right? So then if you have $1 million, you're getting $400,000. And with that $400,000, they either say like, hey, we can pay it out to you over the course of, I believe it's 30 years, or we can split it in half and you get the lump sum of that. So you got $40,000 or $400 million, I'm sorry. And then you say, hey, I want the lump sum. That means you get 200 million. And then from the 1 billion somehow, I don't understand how that fucking works. Like if it's lump sum, just give me the money right now. Or if you choose to do the 30 years, then they'll just pay it out over 30 years, but you get that full $400 million, you know? So, I mean, it's weird because like just the way that inflation's going, like who knows in 30 years if what's 400 million divided into 30? That's a little bit over 10. So like, let's say $12 million a year. Like who knows that after 30 years, if that 12 million, well, I don't know. I can't say that $12 million ain't going to continue hitting 30 years from now. You're probably set. You're making, I'd probably just go with the $12 million a year because that would be pretty fucking lit. So yeah. But either way, it's kind of fucked up how that works because I'm like, if it comes from the government, because I feel like the government are the ones that run the lottery. And so when you win, it should already have taxes taken out. Because I'm like, why would you even lie and say it's $1 billion if you already know you're trying to take 60% off the top? Just take the 60% off so I'm not going to be mad when I get it. Because I know I'm going to be more mad if someone's like, sending me money or some shit. That's where Cash App be fucking me up. Because like someone sends you money, like say $20, and you want that $20 right then and there. They're like, well, shit, we can give it to you, but for like $1, we can send it right now. But if you want the full 20, you're going to have to wait 3 days. And I usually wait the 3 days, but some people don't have some people just can't wait the 3 days. You know what I mean? They need the money right then and there. So then they're like technically only getting $19 because they want to send earlier. And I'm like, that's some weird shiesty shit. Like that's the payment processing plan that y'all chose. Just like, it's pretty much based off of need. Like people need the money, and then not greediness, but like impatience is what they're relying on for the humans, for people to like use their services. I mean, I guess it's working out for them. That's the main way that I know how to do this shit. But who knows? Let's see. So yeah, Vince McMahon sold. Oh yeah, so Saudi Arabia is getting this whole shit, and I'm like, they can't change, because that's the thing. Saudi Arabia already has like kind of fucked up politics and everything like that. I can't imagine that they would have a good WWE because that means like women aren't going to be able to do the WWE anymore. I mean, maybe it's still going to be based in America, which would be, I don't know shit about WWE. I never watched even when I was younger, but I know that women, they fight with each other and stuff and do wrestling moves and shit and whatever the fuck, jump around in the air. But, they're not going to have skinny clad women on the WWE. So that might kill it for a lot of females. And I don't think that they would want guys in fucking ball huggers that they're doing right now. But who knows? Maybe they have a very progressive mind when it comes to making money, So we'll see how that works out. We shall see. Let's see. Let's go on to the next one. I need to be more funny in this shit. Okay. An Ohio man caught with a suitcase full of meats was arrested for the 70th time. Why the fuck ain't this nigga in jail? You can't get arrested. I don't give a fuck what you get arrested for. You get arrested for 70 times. Like at a certain point, it's like, okay, you're gonna have to go to jail you're gonna have to go to prison for a little bit. My fault, not jail. So here we go. A Garfield Heights man was arrested for the 70th time after shoplifting a cart full of meat and a suitcase to put them in from a store. South Euclid police confirmed. SEPD said Walmart called police to report a shoplifter pushed a shopping cart loaded full of various cuts of packaged meats and a suitcase out of a store without paying for them on July 5th. The suspect was seen then in the parking lot near Penn Station's dumpster, packing the meat inside the stolen suitcase. Hold on. Reported a shoplifter pushed a shopping cart. Oh, various cuts. That's stupid. He should have did it inside the store and then just scanned the suitcase and then just left like that, because that would have been smarter. The suspect was then seen in the parking lot near Penn Station's dumpster, packing the meat inside the stolen suitcase. He threw out the meat he could not fit inside the stolen suitcase in the dumpster. The suspect abandoned the shopping cart in the parking lot after the security feature locked up its front wheels. See, I've always seen them shits. I don't know if them hoes even work. And I tried to use it where, they have like a line in the road saying like if you pass this, the shopping carts will lock up. And I guess that's to stop kids from stealing the shopping carts, or like homeless people from stealing the shopping carts and using them for whatever the fuck they use them for, riding down hills and shit. But I've never seen that shit work. And I've moved a shopping cart pretty fucking far away. I think I even took one all the way back to my neighborhood whenever I was younger and they first implemented this technology, this fucking fake ass technology. So I feel like that's some weird mind game shit. You know what I'm saying? Some weird mind game shit where they're just like, hey, if we tell them that it's just going to lock up, they're not going to try it. I'm like, that's going to make me try it. I don't know who the fuck these other people are, but that's definitely making me try to push it all the way out there. It's all fucking propaganda. No one, they should already know this shit's not going to work. Let's see. SEPD said that the suspect abandoned the shopping cart in the parking lot after a security feature locked up its front wheels, which prevented him from continuing to push the cart off Walmart's property. Officers stopped the suspect at RTA bus stop across the street from Walmart and identified him as a 62-year-old Garfield Heights man. The suspect already had several warrants, two of which were from South Euclid. SCPD stated that the suspect admitted that he typically sells the meat he steals to restaurants who pay him half the face value marked on the price tags. The suspect did not identify the restaurants, including SCPD. He was arrested and booked for theft. Yeah. Interesting. And he sells them to... See, that's the thing. I can't believe... Because I feel like a business, like trying to do business with this dude, it would be annoying as fuck, because it's just like, okay, I run a restaurant. Why the fuck do I need like one thing of chicken tenders? Or like, one thing of bologna? Like, come on, bro. Like, I need more than this. I run a whole, a whole restaurant. Like, I don't just give them little tiny pieces of shit. But yeah, 70th time, he's probably like, because I feel like at a certain point in time, if you steal like over a certain amount, maybe it has to be all in one take. So if you take like pennies every single day, if you take a penny every single day and it racks up to $1 million by the time you're 70, and it's like, well, we can't do you for the whole thing. We can only do you for a penny. So you only have to pay the penny back. You know what I mean? But I don't know. It's a cute little story. Some fucking 70-something-year-old. But that's the thing, or 62-year-old. That's the thing. He has been arrested for 70 times. So either he's a fucking career criminal on selling meats on the black meat market, or he's a dude that's trying to make it by and it's fucking tough. So I don't know how to feel about this story. Because again, I can't feel bad. I don't know. I have a bone in my body where I can't fucking feel bad for a multi-billion-dollar business. I don't know. Call me crazy. Because again, I was watching the show Kaleidoscope, that new shit that came out on Netflix, and I'm not going to ruin anything, but I honestly believe that that's some like rich person propaganda of like, hey, always protect the billionaire's money type of shit. It's I don't know. I was watching and I was like, this is fucking crazy. Damn, I wish I could go into it. Actually, if you haven't watched it and you plan on watching it, fucking sign off on this right here, because I'm not trying to ruin your time with it. It's an okay show. If I never watched it, I wouldn't be mad at it. But I'm going to give you 3 seconds. All right. right, that's about 3 seconds. All right, yeah. So essentially, I was fucked up because the FBI agent lady, like they were saying, like whenever she got found out that she had drugs on her and that were planned on her by Ava or whatever, they were like, yo, we're going to take your kids away because we think you're back on, drugs and shit. So, you can't have your kids and everything. And when she met up with Ava the next time, she didn't give a fuck about her kids. She was like, tell me about, she, she said, tell me, you need to be my mole. Tell me about what you're doing and, let me go and bust you. She didn't give a fuck about her kid. I was like, who is this lady that is, shirking her responsibilities as like a police detective? Her fucking boss is telling her like, hey, bro, like, get on top of your other work. Let this shit go. It's not that deep. And she is like saying, fuck that to everything. I need to figure out how they're stealing this billionaire's money. Like, who gives a fuck, lady? Like, just do your job. And these billionaires are still going to be billionaires after the fact. If you fucking bust them, like, maybe she was thinking, like, if I bust this shit wide open and I save them $7 billion, it's really going to change my life or something. It's not, lady. You're still going to be a detective. I don't see what the fuck is going to happen. Crazy lady. And then at the end of it, she got fired. It's like, yeah, and I hope your kids got taken away too. You being too fucking like OCD about the shit. You fucking pill popping bitch. What are you doing? But I don't know. There was other things with it, but I'm not going to get into it because I don't want to turn this into some weird kaleidoscope TED talk or some shit. But yeah, that show was questionable. Also, why did they use bees? I don't understand why they use bees. I'm like, bees are like one of the most annoying and dangerous insects. You could have used houseflies for the same purpose. You know what I'm saying? It didn't make any sense to get bees. And actually, you can look online. I don't know how much the fucking bees cost, but you can look online and for $5.84, I don't think that's including shipping, you can get 1,500 ladybugs. So like you could get, what's that time with 2 zeros behind it? For $500, you could get 100,000, 150,000 ladybugs. Like that's plenty enough ladybugs. Like, and they don't destroy shit. They're not gonna, sting you or anything. It's like, come on, bro. I don't understand why they did that shit, but whatever. Maybe because of the size, they needed bigger fucking. But I don't know. I feel like a horsefly would do just the same amount of job of flying around and fucking up the sensors as a bee would. I just don't know why the fuck they chose bees. I have no clue why. It seems like a very dangerous and it could go wrong really fast because I know with wasp or whatever, when they sting somebody, like the other wasp can like kind of smell the aroma or whatever. So then they just continuously sting the same predator. And I think that's the same way bees are, like, because, when a bee stings you, its fucking little butt pops out. So it's like if its ass pops out and then it dies, like that ass probably smells. And so the other bees are probably going to sting you and shit. I don't know if that works with bees. I know it works with wasps, and they damn near the same thing. They little bugs with some fucking legs that sting you. Wasps don't die, though, when they sting you. They just keep stinging you. But, man, I don't know. Fuck bees. I'm not dealing with no fucking bees. But either way, I think that's it for me. This is going to be a really quick episode. But, yeah. Hey, follow me on TikTok. I need to put up some TikToks, bro. I'm going to put up some TikToks, and I have been lacking very heavily. Put up some TikToks. Put up some Instagram at The Daily Opinion Podcast. Hit me up. If you want me to talk about something, let me know. Motherfucking email me at thedailyopinionpodcast@gmail.com and, pitch me some shit. Say something nice, If you don't want to say something nice, and keep that shit to yourself and don't fucking log in on here again, bro. But yeah, other than that, hey, man, other than that, just be happy, be good to each other, respect the people around you. Hopefully they give you respect back. Always live by the golden rule and, love the people around you because one day they won't be here. So, love you. Peace. Bye.